Welcome to another quick stitch tutorial. I'm Angela with Burnley & Trowbridge, and today I'll be showing you how to gather fabric. Gathering fabric to fit is used in so many places throughout time. In the 18th century, it's especially noticeable in the fine gathers at the wristbands of shifts and shirts, along with apron waistbands and so much more. We'll be using linen thread and a very small running stitch for this process. If you've been following our Quick Stitch tutorials, you already know how to wax your thread and to do a running stitch. Most projects will need an even distribution of gathering, so for today we'll be dividing our sample into two segments. I've divided mine in two segments and put a pin in the center. I'm going to start at this end. It's important to try to stitch evenly, taking nice even stitches. And remember, you're going to be doing 2 rows. If you're doing something larger, you might consider dividing up into 4 segments or 6 segments. Remember, you want nice even stitches so that your pleats or your little gathers will be nice and even as well. The more you practice your running stitch, the smaller you'll be able to make your stitches and the more even your stitches will become. You can even go so far as to count the threads of your fabric so that they are perfectly even. So counting your warp threads, every 4 warp threads or 5 warp threads, your needle will go in or out for that perfect pleat. Most people, however, for the sake of time, eyeball their stitches. Now I've come to the center. I'm going to leave this tail so I'll be able to pull it up. And I'm going to make a second row. You're going to start by anchoring your thread once again. And you want to start at the same point that you did with the last one. And you want the ideal is to be able to mimic the stitches that you just did. You want these to closely mimic the stitches that you did on the first row, because this reinforces your gather and allows the gather to hang straight rather than kind of going wonky when you go to insert it into a garment. Take your time, try to match up your stitches. You start to see as you draw up how the pleats are going to look, or the gathers are going to look. Doing the double row helps them to lie straight and makes it easier to insert them into a garment or attach them to a garment. The more you practice, the better it gets. When you get to the center point, it's not a bad idea to stitch just a couple of stitches past so that you have a nice transition there. And then likewise, you'll do the same thing on the other side. Pull your thread out again or your needle out, and then you'll draw it up to your desired size to fit whatever it's supposed to fit into. And you can use your fingers, you can use a pin, your fingernails, a pin, anything you like to fuss with your gathers to even them out until they are the way you like them. And that is gathering. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to like this video and give us a comment if you like, and subscribe so that you'll know when new videos are dropped. And we hope to see you next time. And be sure to watch all of our tutorials, and happy sewing.